Hi guys, it's your girl Simone. I'm back again with another video to get you ready for 2020. If you can recall my last couple of videos, I have been talking about taking the limits off for 2020. It's considered to be the year of perfect vision. But there are some things that are very important that you don't just take the limits off, because on your own you really can't take the limits off. There are some things that you're going to need to help you to take the limits off. One of those first things that you're going to need to take the limits off is prayer and what I consider to be the word of the Lord. I went out late about a month or two ago, and I bought myself a particular Bible, and it's a King James version. Don't nothing out of the way. It's a King James version that I specifically bought because I wanted something. I wanted to be comfortable in how I went about not went about, but in how I go about reading, preparing myself with the word of the Lord. Not only that, but there's something else, and I want to tell you about it that I created. I actually created this, guys. It's called it's a journal. I hope you can see it. It's in my, I call it the Rejoice, right? And I'm going to tell you about it. As a matter of fact, I'm going to try to flip through the pages so you can see what it looks like. All right, so that's the Rejoice journal. Now, I created this journal in particular for women. Why? I'll tell you why I created it for women. We have a lot of things going on. We're taking care of the children, and of course, you know, that is all based on this book, right? The Uniquely Me book, right? The I'm just putting it so you can get a chance to see it. The Uniquely Me book, guys, is it covers everything about women as it relates to all the different things that we have to do. We are wives, we are mothers, we are entrepreneurs, we're corporate women, we're involved in ministry. There's just so much things happening, and so the little headspace from time to time cannot cover it all. So we need to be recording it, and that's why I did this book. Yeah, I did the Rejoice because I figured that we need to be documenting. But if you're going to be intentional about 2020, women and wives and young girls, if you're going to be intentional, and even some men, I'm sure, are going to get caught in this. If you're going to be intentional about 2020, you need to record the vision. It was in Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 2, where the Lord said to the prophet, write the vision and make it clear. Write the vision. Write your goals. Begin to document your goals. Write your goals. What are your goals? What are your plans? Write them down. What is it that you want to accomplish for 2020? Some of you need to be starting some savings and some investments. There are some earlier videos that I have, and I think I'm going to tag it there, as to how you could save $1 million within the year, especially those of you who are here in Jamaica. That $1 million would relate more to you. If you're in the US, it would be like 10,000 US. You need to be putting some things in place. How do you go about saving towards your future, saving towards your goals? Some of you need to buy a house. Some of you need to get a car. Some of you need to travel. Have you gone to the embassy? Do you have a passport? What are you doing? Some of you need to partner with some persons as it relates to get your goals going. Some of you have some plans, but the truth is, in order to get that plan, the plan is so big or it's so intricate that it needs some other persons to come on board. And the truth is that the Lord has caused you to come in contact with some people whom you can kind of collaborate with to get things going. It is time. Let me tell you something. It's time you you put yourself out there. A lot of us are afraid of putting ourselves out there because we're afraid of what people are going to think. We're afraid that people are going to say that we're show off. We're afraid that people are going to say that we guani, right? As we would say in Jamaica, you're going like you're rich. Well, guess what happened? You have not reached, and you are trying to reach. So why are you going to allow the opinions of others to keep you sitting in the back seat when God has positioned you for the driver's seat with the pedal beneath your foot? It's about time you begin to push the pedal of your potential and move forward. The road is right ahead of you, and it is time you begin to push forward. Some of you need to put up a board. Get a cartridge paper if you don't know. Get a cartridge paper and type and put it down. Put it down. Get a cartridge paper and stick it up on your wall and write your vision. Make a list of the next 12 months and write one goal that you want to accomplish every month. Let me tell you something. I look back now and I can't believe it that this is the last Sunday in 2019. Can you imagine it? The last Sunday. Now I'm looking back and I said, had I failed to have taken on a number of things that I did, I would be sitting down today and saying, oh my God, I wish I had taken those steps. But guess what happened? You have me as an example and several other persons here on YouTube, providing you with guidance and sharing insights and knowledge with you as it relates to how you can get started. Now guys, I want you to go and find my book. It is on Amazon. It's a journal. Women, I'm asking you, go and look for this journal. It's called The Rejoice by Simone Stewart. Go and look for it on Amazon and purchase it. You can only get it in paperback. Purchase this book, and I want you to begin to document your goals, and I want you to write the progress. Put dates in there as it relates to when you started, when you wrote down the goal. Write the date when you wrote the goal down. Put the date when you begin to see things accomplishing. Put your follow-ups. Do all of that chronologically. Put down everything. And then at the end of the year for 2020, let's look back and see how we were able to accomplish some goals. I'm going to write all my goals. I'm going to document my goals because I have a plan. And guess what happened? The plans that are in your head is that God has given you those plans. Think about it. Some of the things that some of you have been, I don't know, I just feel in my spirit that God is instructing you to go and start your jewelry business. There's a girl in my community, she would take the Ackee pods, and she would use them to make earrings. Right? She also takes the pistachio shells and she would use them to make earrings. There's so many things that you can be doing. Some of you have access to some precious stones. You're able to use them to make some lovely jewelry. Document it. Write what exactly it is that you are going to need. Right? And go and research it. Go on YouTube, go on Google and search up how to. Right? Search up how to. And even some of you, God is putting in your spirit to do up a journal. There's a friend of mine, I forgot the name. I'll look for the link and put it. She does these goal tracker. These goal trackers, that's something, again, you can take advantage of, guys. You can get your goal tracker. Some of you are good with just doing some little do it yourself DIY flyers and those kind of things that persons like me needs to have at my fingertip, because sometimes I struggle to keep it all together because, again, I'm a wife, I'm a mother, I'm a corporate woman, I'm a banker. Right? I'm in ministry. There's so many things happening. Right now I'm trying to say, how do I narrow down all of the different things that needs to get done? Right? Because I'm one person and my headspace can only hold so much. But I'm saying to you, listen, I told you, I'm coming on here and I'm going to put these videos out there. Right? I have my TV program, Uniquely Me with Simone Stewart. That again is another, if you go through my channel, you'll see the different episodes. If you go on Mercy and Truth TV network, you'll see my program there. Right? I am putting myself out there and I don't care what anybody wants to think. Right? I'm pursuing my God-given purposes. Remember, in the grave, you cannot pursue anything. I want to leave a legacy behind me for my children. I want their children also to take advantage of the legacy, the foundation that I would have laid. I want young people in my church and many persons all over the world to take a move because I dared to put myself out there to be an example that they could follow. So that's it from me. Go find my book. It's The Rejoice. Find it on Amazon. See, I'm even sweating and stuff. Because guess what? We're thinking we need to do more makeup and we need to do all the different things. And those are some of the things that are holding us back from pursuing our God-given purpose. It's about time we stop. Stop allowing things to hold you back. Listen, get yourself out there. Take the limits off. That's my theme going into 2020. Take the limits off. And while I'm taking the limits off, I am going to rejoice because God is allowing me to rejoice. So guys, thanks again for tuning in. I'm your girl Simone, and I want to hear from you. Comment. Of course, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, it's about time you subscribe to Uniquely Me with Simone Stewart, because you have something to share, you have something to do, and you have to take the limits off. It's time. Get with it, guys. The Lord bless you. I'm your girl tuning out. Bye bye.